Well, hello there. Hey guys, new series. Yes, again. So let's talk about Apple. One of the biggest companies in the planet, known for its innovations, market change products. I have a lot of opinions about Apple, and especially it's one of its founders, Steve Jobs, but it's undeniable that he and the rest of the company managed to really change the computer industry. For a lot of reasons, Apple products are really expensive here in Brazil. So I didn't have that much exposure growing up with Apple computers. Really expensive here. Growing up, I'm talking about the 2000s here, I wasn't able to see like a lot of iMacs, Mac Pros, the first Mac Studios, the Hackintosh. Didn't really saw, was always Intel, was always PC. But I always liked the history of the company, especially the first years, the innovations, the challenges, how they break the market, and how they always came up with something new. After many critics, the rivals always copy. Then, some time ago, I was browsing Facebook Marketplace, and I saw a list for a used, broken Apple Mac Pro. It was really cheap, but it wasn't working. I talked to the guy, didn't really continue it. It sold for another person, but I got really curious about how the computer worked, what's the history, why it exists. So it was a Apple Mac Pro 5.1. It was a broken 5.1. It led me to a major rabbit hole, researching everything about the Mac Pro, learning all the generations, parts, how they are surprisingly close to a 7701 platform, because they are the first Intel Macs. In short, I wanted to experience that, but this kind of computer, these Mac computers, are really expensive here. Even the used ones. For a YouTube project, is too expensive. So I thought, well, I don't want to spend that kind of money just for tests. Let's try experience the environment, the Apple environment, and the OS, the Mac OS, without buying the gear by itself. So I learned about Hackintosh, because it's when you install Mac OS in a non-Apple hardware. Learn about everything, the procedures, watch a lot of videos, a lot of content. Then I remember I have Chinese X79 motherboard and a CPU and RAM, and I was like, maybe. In short, I decided to build a computer here to run macOS. So let's try a homebrew Hackintosh like the good old days. Maybe after this project I will get a Mac Pro, I don't know. Let's start yet another project. The Hackintosh of the channel. Let's go. We're gonna use a Chinese X79A motherboard, 16 gigs of ECC RAM, DDR3, a Xeon E5-2420 V2, a stock cooler, a R7-250, the board had some problems starting, but I fixed it. Then I bought a new case for the build. I really like it. I was surprised by the quality. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting less. It even has quasi dual chamber, but yeah, the installation was fine. It's pretty tight inside, but nothing I can handle. I'm gonna use a 120GB SSD. The cable management was bad because of the nature of the case, but I did my best. And pretty much started right away. I was pretty happy about it. Then I follow Dorcia's guide about how to make a Hackintosh. I identified the best version would be Monterey in this hardware because of their CPU. Did a lot of research and started following the tutorial. And ran a lot of errors. Then I tried the Clover version. It worked somewhat, but it was still broken. But after some time I managed to make it work. Managed to boot in macOS, format our SSD. They had a Windows 10 installation before. I still didn't manage to fix the internet connection, but it was fine. And we didn't have graphical acceleration. So yeah. Well, hello there. So, how can I say it? It's been 3 weeks after the start of the video. I managed to install macOS Monterey in the system, but run into so many problems. Spent a week trying to fix it, didn't work it, made a 3 or 4 stock installations once again, it didn't work it. I'm always running into graphics issues, mostly because of my hardware. So basically, my GPU is not native supported by macOS, my R7-250 Poland. I tried changing the device ID doing the GPU spoofing. It didn't work it, so I give up. Sorry. I really like it, the experience. No way that's the problem of the tutorial, the community, of the Hackintosh in general. No, it worked just fine. The issue is my hardware and probably my luck and mostly my skills, gotta admit. But I really like it. Learning a lot how the macOS works, the community. I never thought that I would like it, to be honest. But yeah, for now the project is finished. I'm gonna install Windows in the computer, probably change the GPU and sell it because I have a new project. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop using Mac now. I really like it, the experience, so I'm gonna try again, now the proper way. I'm planning to buy a new computer. I don't know if it will be a old Mac Pro, a 3.1 or 4.1, or a Mac Mini, but let's see. But I'm glad for the experience, it taught me a lot. It was such a surprise that it didn't work it. I got pretty frustrated, gotta admit, but in the end, I liked the experience. I think that was something I really needed because it's been a long time that I don't experience something like this. Pure unknown side of technology and computer. I want to thank to every single one in the community. Olarias, Dorians, Hackintosh Guide, the forums, the Brazilian Hackintosh community especially. A lot of help. It's not the end for me, just a little pause to get the proper hardware now, because this one sadly has a lot of issues. It's a X79A, not a pure X79, so yeah, run some issues. We don't want every time, and that's fine. So for now, that's it guys. See ya next video. Yeah, bye.